Joe, you and I talked off camera earlier today about the new normal that you're in. You are so early in the journey. Is there any specific advice? Are there any particular questions that you can even think of at this early stage that these three fellow club members may be able to help you with?
And listen, I know the basics. I should be getting sleep, eating more, take time for me, but is there other things that I should be paying attention to? We have people talk to the kids and, myself and my wife, obviously, because trying to process this takes more than just one person. But I'd be asking, are there things that I'm missing at that point?
Beth, you have a son, right? Named Matthew. That was Natalee's older brother. I mean, you had to do what Joe is doing now, and the family. They have to deal with their other children and try to make sense of this for the other kids. The same with John Walsh. But Beth, just maybe touch on that for Joe and that, that task.
Well, when there are other siblings involved and other family members, you do have to be conscientious of that. But a lot of times, and I think I'm hearing from Joe to say that they've got a pretty good network and to help to nurture this, the family, which is so important because I think Joe's focus is, like he's saying, you tend to want to neglect yourself because you feel like you're in such a fight for justice and answers. But in order to seek the best justice for Gabby and to see this through, I always recommend that. And it was something that Harris Faulkner, I felt like she had to give me permission early on that it's okay to have those creature comforts for myself because we don't know how long the journey is in seeking justice and answers. Sometimes it's a marathon, Joe. Sometimes it happens, sometimes you have recovery of your loved one's remains and you have the perpetrator brought to justice and things are done fairly swiftly. But other times, we don't really know what we're settling in for. So, I think that it's okay for us to tell you that it's okay to lay down your sword every once in a while and just nurture yourself a little so you can remain so strong for Gabby in seeing this through the end and seeing justice for her. And, other family members will help support and take up that caring for other individuals so you can really, really focus and stay proactive. And I think it's so important what you're doing, like what I mentioned at first. When we first are experiencing these tragedies, we're reactive and we're just reacting to everything. But now I feel like, Joe, you've taken it to being proactive. And that is the best step that I think that any person can do in searching for their loved one and getting justice and answers. So